Hey, what's up? I'm Nick Rollo. I'm a producer, songwriter, and mix engineer. Today, I thought I would go over what music distributor I think is the best in 2022. Obviously, this is just my experience and opinion, and it is biased and probably not 100% perfect. But, I've got some experience in the field with distributing music and working with artists that are distributing music, so I feel like my opinion is, valid enough. Before we get into it, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. It helps me out a ton, and it'll help you out too. Also, if you're an artist, like a singer or a rapper, I have beats for sale. There's links to my beat channel as well as my beat store. I also do mixing, vocal tuning, you name it. There's links below. Let's get into the video. So, a music distributor, if you didn't already know what that does, is it pushes your music out to Spotify, Apple Music, all of the places that it needs to go. You pay them a fee, either like a monthly fee or a yearly fee, or a fee per song. I can't even speak. And then they will typically take not a huge percentage of your income. Some of them do. Most of the time they take nothing because you're paying a fee, and yeah, it's how you make money in music to some extent. There are quite a lot of distributors, the main ones being CDbaby, Distrokid, Ditto, TuneCore. There's like different ones in different countries. I think BeatStars offers distribution, Lander does. There's a lot of different companies and they all pretty much offer the same thing, but there's different pricing structures. Some of them are more efficient than others. And yeah, which one should you use to release your music? First off, doesn't matter what genre it is. Nah, not really, in my opinion. Perhaps some are like slightly more geared towards niche genres, or like there's like I'm sure there's niche distributors that say do EDM only. That's kind of out of the scope of this particular discussion. What I'd be looking for personally in which distributor you choose is which one is kind of the cheapest and which one is the fastest, essentially. Which one takes the least amount of time when you put the song on the platform to when it hits Spotify, which I guess is the main one, and Apple Music and all of that. Now, I've used DistroKid, Gyrostream, which is an Australian one, Ditto, CDbaby. Yeah, I've used those four in my time doing music. And the one that I like the most is not Ditto. I don't like Ditto that much. I use them for a bit, and this is, I guess, gonna be like hateful, but to be honest, their customer service sucks. Really, it genuinely is just terrible. I have not been able to get a payout from their system for like a year because they use this separate platform that you have to link, and that platform is just utterly useless. I think it's Payoneer or something. I've just got money sitting there that I cannot access. I've emailed them so many times trying to set up my account. I've emailed Ditto a bunch of times being like, hey, like my account on your kind of affiliate payment system is not being accepted. I've heard nothing back. They've been utterly useless. The service itself is okay. Like it gets the song up pretty quickly. I think it's $20 a year, which is pretty cheap. There's not a lot of customization. You can't do songwriters credits. You can't say, no, I don't want this to go on YouTube Content ID, which if you want like to do copyright free music, that's kind of I don't know, that's not ideal. I wouldn't personally recommend Ditto because just for those reasons, I don't know, I didn't like it. Maybe you'd love it. I guess it is cheap, $20 a year, and you don't have to pay any additional fees. That is the biggest benefit of Ditto. The other ones, you have to pay additional fees for certain things. Keep that in mind. I've used CDbaby before, not for a while though. I think they're good. I mean, maybe do your own research for that one. I don't really have an opinion either way. There definitely are benefits there. Like they've got pretty good connections in certain fields from my loose understanding of it, but I don't know. I mean, I've got no opinion on CDbaby. TuneCore, I've heard is good. You have to pay a fee per song, which isn't ideal. You get to keep 100% of the revenue, which is good. You do have to pay per song per year, I believe, anyway. It might be one-time fees, but you definitely have to pay per song, which isn't ideal. It does have a pretty good network and kind of support system, especially if you become one of their more like premium artists. So I've seen a couple Australian artists get into that kind of system. That's been really good for them because they've been pushed quite well by TuneCore. I don't know if it's necessarily the best for a lot of artists because you have to pay per song. It's not ideal. There are benefits as per with everything. If you're an Australian artist, Gyrostream is pretty good. They've got a small team and their pitching services are pretty good. Like having a small team is kind of a blessing and a curse. They're really responsive, so if you have any queries, they'll hit you back quickly. I feel like the scope of their ability is somewhat reduced because they're not this huge multi-country conglomerate. In saying that, it's pretty good. I think just to point out to all of these particular companies, the pitching services are never really that good unless you're actually part of their like premium artist kind of thing. A lot of them will offer that, they'll hand select a very few amount of their artists and they'll pitch them in a really focused way. A bunch of the services offer like a $200 and they'll pitch them to playlists. I've never had any luck from that in my experience. Maybe the music sucked, but I don't know anyone who's really had a ton of luck purely from that. Usually it's kind of a bunch of different factors feeding into it. So I would kind of stay away from that myself. You're certainly welcome to try. Again, it's just my experience at the end of the day. There's also a few other distributors like AWOL, and there's definitely others like AWOL, but they're particularly good. You have to actually be accepted into their system, but they seem like a fantastic distributor. They have really good push if you're part of their artist program. Just the entire setup is really good. It's quite like prestigious, I guess. Having them behind you definitely helps because not everyone can get into it. I'd recommend trying to get into their program, just submitting your music, seeing if they accept you at all. I have never had any luck with that, but I've seen artists that have gotten in do really well with the streaming numbers, so that's definitely something that could be worthwhile pursuing. In fact, I would definitely pursue that at least just to see. You don't actually have to pay anything by submitting, so just give it a crack. Finally, DistroKid, definitely the one that I would recommend for a few reasons. One, they're super quick. Like if you've already got a Spotify account and you upload a song, it'll be on Spotify in like 2 days. That's crazy fast. They're pretty cheap. I mean, you can pay different fees per year and you have to pay certain bonus fees for like getting Shazam and Hey Siri and whatever other features you need. They have tons of benefits. Like you can become a Twitch partner, I believe, or a Twitch affiliate through their service. You don't even need the like 50 subscribers or whatever, which can be quite hard to get if you take a long time. They have a bunch of different platforms that you can't get through like CDbaby or Ditto, to my understanding, like other streaming services that not all of the other distributors offer. The customer service is pretty good. The money, I've never had an issue with getting a payout. It's just like a big company. They do stuff really streamlined. I have not had an issue with DistroKid at all. I highly recommend them, to be honest. It's just fast, definitely good to start off with. You can always change later and shift your music into another platform, which is a trek for the record. I wish I'd started with DistroKid myself. I'd started on a few others and I've just had the least number of issues on DistroKid, and I think going forward I would continue to use DistroKid, which I do for all of the music that I still have released and am putting out as well. So there's a link below to DistroKid. You get 7% off. You'll help support this channel if you found this video helpful, and you get 7% off, which is wicked. But yeah, if you like this video, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. You can go find beats and all that stuff in my links below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next video.